Nuclear weapons are mankind's unthinkable weapon, but would it surprise you to know that conventional weapons can be just as deadly? I'm Jim Lindsay, and this is Lessons Learned. Our topic today is Operation Meeting House, the U.S. firebombing of Tokyo on March 9th and 10th, 1945. The Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor in December 1941 left the United States reeling in the Pacific. The U.S. military lacked the capacity to bring the war to Japan in a sustained way. In April 1942, Lieutenant Colonel Jimmy Doolittle did lead an air raid on Japan.
I'm on him. I got him. Quinlan, confirm that fighter.
Years ago, 16 B-25s, Mitchell medium bombers, sit on the pitching deck of an aircraft carrier at sea. Their mission? Bomb Tokyo, just 4 months after the attack on Pearl Harbor.
It had three real purposes. One purpose was to give the folks at home the first good news that we had had in World War II.
Japan. The attack gave Americans a much-needed morale boost by showing that the Japanese homeland was not invulnerable. However, Doolittle's raid did little damage to Japan itself. Instead of taking the fighting immediately to Japan, U.S. forces spent the first 3 years after Pearl Harbor island hopping in the Pacific. At places like Guadalcanal, Tarawa, and Saipan, U.S. sailors, soldiers, and Marines slowly rolled back Japanese control. By late 1944, the United States had advanced far enough that the new U.S. bomber, the B-29, could reach Tokyo on a regular basis. The first U.S. bombing raids did minor damage, so U.S. bomber pilots developed new tactics. They flew low and at night. They also began to use incendiary bombs against Japanese cities, which were largely constructed of wood. These tactics came to their horrific culmination in Operation Meeting House. 334 B-29s dropped 2,000 tons of bombs. The attack unleashed a rare firestorm that fed on itself. Temperatures reached an estimated 1,800 degrees Fahrenheit. 15 square miles of Tokyo, equivalent to half of Manhattan, were burned out. No one knows for sure how many people died in the firebombing of Tokyo. The estimates range from 90,000 to well more than 100,000. That is a death toll equal to, if not higher than the atomic bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. A reporter for the New York Times simply wrote, "The heart of Tokyo is gone."